Okay, so today I'm standing out here at the Tundra, the 2019 Tundra, and today I'm going to install something that Toyota should have been installing for years, and I don't know why they don't, is the tailgate lock. This is the pop and lock. It's going to be the tailgate lock. It's going to unlock with the door with the key fob, and there's the part number, and that's the application that fits. Now, I think there's two things that Toyota should have been doing for a long time, two simple things that wouldn't cost them any money. They should be putting tailgate locks on their trucks and remote starts. I don't know why they haven't had them for a long time, but I mean, they should have them. They just now started putting remote starts on the 2020s, so been a long time overdue, but I mean, this tailgate lock should have had this on there for years, and I don't know why they don't, but we're going to install this today. I'm not going to go over the whole thing second by second. I'm going to kind of cover the basics so you don't have to watch a 30-minute video. And we'll get started. I'll show you what's in this package. So you got the alright, you got the directions. Got a bunch of zip ties. Because we got a power cable here, another one. And we got the lock. So I have a carpet on here. I'm going to take this off real quick, and then I'll show you what I'll do next. All right, peeled the carpet back and expose this access door that runs across the back of the tailgate. There's 8 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top side here, and then 4 a little more towards the back. They're T30s. I'm going to get all those out of there, and we're going to expose the back of this latch so we can see what we're working on. Taking all the T30s out, so we're just going to lift this off. We'll just set this aside, set it up top up here. And then here is the latch we're going to be working on. The lock's going to go in here. We're going to take this bolt out right here, and then we're going to secure the pop and lock actuator to that bolt. Alright, so in this, I'm going to take this rod off of here real quick just to give me a little more easier room to get to that bolt. So just going to push that up and then just pull this rod right out of the way. Just set it to the side. Now you get to this 10mm bolt. I'm going to take this out. Alright, 10mm bolt is out. We're going to put that 10mm bolt in here, and then we're going to put this right back down onto here. There is a little, I guess I should show you this. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a little stub right here sticking up. That little stub is going to go in this hole, in this first hole right here. Okay, so this is going to tuck down in to the latch and put that little stub sticking up in that hole. And then we're going to put the bolt on there, which will be a little tricky, not too bad. Alright, so I'm just going to snug this down. Alright, now, you can see here, there's 2 little tabs here. They're on each side of this little lock. This is your lock. So when this lock actuator goes up, it's going to push it up and lock it. When it goes down, it's going to unlock it. Up to unlock it, down to lock it. Alright, now we're going to do the wiring. So I just got these wires set here, just temporarily right now. I'm going to put this here for a second. Probably going to take this back off after when I'm putting it right now. It only takes a second. I'll show you what we're going to do next. Alright, so this is the harness for the camera. So what we're going to do, So I'm gonna pop this out of here. My finger's a little greasy from that lock actuator. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this off very easily. I'm gonna pop this out of here, and then we're gonna pop this one out, and we're gonna drill a 5/16 hole there, and then a 5/16 hole on the plastic on this side. Well, I'll do it on this side right here, so we can run this wire out along here and in there. Ideally, I'd like to put it in this wire loom, but it's not big enough to put the wires in. So we're just gonna run it around here, and then we're gonna zip tie it to that. Okay, so I've just taken a drill, the 5/16 drill bit, and drill the hole through there, right there, and then I've got one drilled through over here on the side, right there. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take this wire harness that has the two crimp ends on it right here, and it has the plug on this side. I'm gonna go underneath the truck, and I'm gonna pass this end out through underneath the truck here, and I'm gonna go around here, and I'm gonna pass it into the tailgate. That way, the plug will be on the back side, and I don't have to worry about it, you know, being somewhere in here or whatever, you know, just getting in the way of everything. So let me crawl in there really fast and do that. I'll be right back. All right, so I passed one side through, and I've got this side here. I haven't put it through here yet. I just want to note that the 5/16 hole that you drill is only going to be about a little bit bigger than this and the one wire. You're not going to be able to shove both of these wires through a 5/16 hole at the same time. So we're going to do one. We're going to put one in there, and then we're going to sneak the other one behind it like this, and then even I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can see this. I don't know if you can see. So I'm going to take one, put it through the hole. I know you can't see this, but all right, so I've got one started there. I'm going to push that through. So I've got that one through there, and now we're just going to take this one and we're going to shove it in behind and piggyback it right behind there. And that gives you enough room to push that through with that green wire. Okay, now that's through. And there you go. So we're through here and we're through here. So we just pull here what we need. I'm just going to pull a little bit. I'll pull a little bit through here. Now we're going to have to go through the back of the tailgate, and I'll show you a little trick to get through there because it's a little tough. There's a long space here that you can't see. It's pretty easy. Okay, so the best way to fish this wire through the tailgate is going to be just take a coat hanger, and you're just going to cut it. Cut the end off it. Cut this end off it. Alright. Straighten it out. Make sure it's all nice and straight. And just take one end. All you gotta do, just take one end. Make a little loop. Easy as that. Just make a little loop. And we're just gonna take it and we're gonna throw it up in there so it comes out over here with green wires. You see, so I got the hanger here, and then it just came out the hole right there. So we're just going to take the wires, we're going to just wrap them around that loop. I'm just going to pull the coat hanger through. Easy peasy. All right, here we are. I just pulled them through with the coat hanger. That's it. That's how easy that is. We're going to save this because we're going to need this a little bit later, so hang on to it. Okay, so now we're just going to make the connections here to this, and I'm going to zip tie that wire in here, and I'll show you that once I get it. You really need to see this. This is the wire coming through from under the tailgate, and this is the wire coming from the lock actuator. Pretty basic. Just take green, plug it together, make sure it snaps together good, and then just take the blue, make sure it snaps together good. Alright, and I am just going to take some electrical tape and wrap this up just so nothing touches anything, and we're all good to go. Alright, so I got this taped up right here, taped it all up, got a zip tied here, I got a zip tied on here on this side where it goes up through the tailgate, and this goes up here And then I went ahead and popped this back in, and then popped this one back in, and I just ran it across the top of this wire loom, and then I used these supplied zip ties that they gave me. And I put 3 zip ties on it, but I think that's enough. It's about as clean as you're going to get it, I think. Everything's snapped back in there. Now this part is done with the tailgate. Now we're going to run the wire up through the frame, up into the truck. So I'm not going to put this back together yet until I know everything is working properly. So I'm going to leave this alone, and we're going to head under the truck. All right. You can see this. This is where the plastic connector is underneath. Here's the wire hanging down. So we're going to take this wire, and we're going to run it up along the frame, around the spare tire, and we're going to want to stay. There's a harness up here. There's a main harness. We're going to follow that, and we're going to zip tie it to that harness. And once I get to about the middle of the truck, I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Alright, so I'm under the truck. I've run the wire from the back all the way down the frame, found this wire harness, coming up to here. And we're going to stop right here at this rubber plug. I'm going to go through this rubber plug. Now, this rubber plug is about in between, this is a crew cab, so it's about in between the middle of the doors. And we're just going to pull this out. We're going to go up top first and pull the panels off on the inside. Alright, here we are up top. We're going to take this panel, we're just going to pull up on it. Come right off. Exposing our wires. That's that one. And then, so we got all our wires here. And then we're going to take, this is, you can't see, it's a little dark, but there's a little 10mm nut up here. Just going to take this off, that off. Set that aside, and then we're just going to pull this panel off. Alright, and these are all the cables we're going to be looking for right here. I'll show you which one's which in a minute. And we'll go over that in a second. So hold on. Should be these two right here according to the wiring diagram. We're going to test them first before we go cutting into them. So let's see. Alright, I've come to the back, and I've also taken this back panel off because we're going to probably access through here and then go up under here. I've also taken the plug out underneath. You want to drill the 5/16 hole in that, and then we're going to pass that through there, and then we're going to pass the wire up through the floor with the coat hanger. We're going to pass the coat hanger through and shove it through towards the edge over here. And underneath the plug I took out, I'm going to take the coat hanger, we're going to pass it through. We're just going to fish it through towards the edge of the truck, and it might take a minute, but be patient. I mean, you'll get it. It'll pop out the other side, or you'll lift up the carpet and you'll find it. Just be patient. Going back, I've lifted the carpet up a little bit, and here's the coat hanger. I'm going to pull that through. Now we're going to make sure we connect the wire on the other side before we pull this all the way through, obviously. And then I will show you the next step after that. The wire attached to the other side, let's pull this all through. And there it is. Alright, so I popped back onto the truck. I put the grommet back in there. You see the wire going up through the hole. Now we're going to go up top. We're going to fish it through towards the front and the inside of the truck. Take this with the coat hanger still attached. I'm going to take it. We're going to run it under here, and it should go right to the truck. Let's go see. And there it is. So I just pull it on through. Might get stuck on you, whatever, just keep working it, you'll get it. Pop the panel back on the back, but I was just going to say one little tip. If you don't want to pass that coat hanger through the bottom right there, when the wire comes out the carpet, you can just take it, and along this panel right here, you can just tuck it in. You just tuck it underneath that all the way, and just push it under there, and it's going to pop in, you know, just feed it through the front. Just tuck it all the way in, and it's going to pop down inside this rail eventually once you push it all in. So that's just a little tip if you don't want to use that coat hanger, because this would probably actually be a little easier. Alright, I'm going to go to the front. So you can see I got to run up through here. It's up through here, and I've got this panel off here. Okay, so this is the it looks kind of, I'm going to call it an orange but it looks kind of orange reddish, and it's got a silver little stripe on it. And then this one next to it is the white one that we want. I am going to put the green to this one and put the white to this one. And in the package, they provide you with these Scotch locks. I do not like these things. I've worked on cars for a long time, and these things are always a problem eventually. So the best way to do it, I know not everybody has it, but a soldering gun and some solder. I'm going to strip these wires down. I'm going to wrap the wire around, and I'm going to solder it, because that's 100% good connection. That will never be a problem. And I don't want to have a problem with this thing one day for a loose connection, the thing not lock or unlock or whatever you might have. So I'm just going to do it properly. I'm going to throw these things in the trash. It's a junk. And let me strip these down, connect these wires, and we'll see how it works. All right, so I've got these wrapped up around these wires. I've got the green to the reddish orange wire and the blue to the white. I'm going to go ahead and solder these. Anybody that's ever soldered before, you know that solder tends to splash and spit around. Make sure your carpet, plastic, everything is covered, so in case a drop of solder gets on your carpet, it won't burn a hole in your carpet or burn some plastic. Alright, so I'm going to solder these up real quick. Alright, you see I got these all soldered up nice, solid, good connection. Nothing's ever going to happen to that. So now we'll go ahead and put some tape on those and put everything back together and see how it works. Alright, I'm sitting in the truck right now because one thing I want to go over is, because everything's all back together, and because we wired this lock for the tailgate into the passenger side, that lock now works off of these the passenger doors. Now, most people would, obviously Toyotas, know that you have to click the key fob 2 times to get the passenger's doors and the driver's rear door to open. I personally don't like that. I like them to just unlock when I hit the unlock button 1 time. And if that's you and you'd rather have it unlock on the first time, then I'll show you how to do that. But if you like it to where you have to click it 2 times, the key fob 2 times, to unlock the tailgate, then that's the way it's going to be. So you have a choice. You either set it to unlock on 2 unlocks, on 2 presses of the button, or 1, and I'll show you how to do that. So you're going to go to your apps. You're going to go to setup. You're going to go to vehicle customization, door lock settings. And you look right there, it says remote 2, press unlock. So you see it's checked there, so we're going to uncheck that. So now it's going to unlock when we hit the unlock button 1 time. All the doors will unlock. And that's just the way I like it. And now I'll show you how it works. Right now the tailgate's open. We're going to lock it. Locked. Unlock 1 time. You don't have to press it twice. Lock. Unlock. Alright, and that's how it's done. Anybody has any questions, just leave them in the comment section below. I can answer whatever questions you have. Have a great day.